Hello guys, welcome again. Well, this live stream actually is special because I was not expecting to have a live stream today, but I think it's very important to talk about Bitcoin right now because right now actually Bitcoin something interesting is happening right now. So let me explain. Right now here Bitcoin is testing support. Well, in the last live stream I was looking for this bounce here and actually open a short position, and I got to stop it 2 times here. I got to stop it because this week, but well, after that I opened my last short, and I closed my position around 95,600 around here, and that's all. Now, of course, I was flat. I was not looking for any position, nothing. I was just waiting for the next trade. And well, right now we are here. This is the area for me to enter because this area has been the support for long time. As you can see here, since actually February, actually since long time ago, like actually November 2024, Bitcoin is actually every time when Bitcoin is testing this area around $93,000, we can expect actually a bounce. But actually there is a very important thing here to we need to talk about this because it's very important. Bitcoin is testing very often the support 1 2 3 4 in just 1 week, as you can see here, almost 2 weeks. This is very concerning. So this is telling me Bitcoin actually is getting ready to break this support. Of course, I cannot short here because this is the area of support, right? I don't short supports, only I short resistance, right? But this time is looking like finally I am in long position right now here at $94,000 200. This is my entry right now. Let me just put my this is the line here. Right now here, this is my entry, and of course my stop loss is around below the support around 91,000 around there. Of course it's a lot. Actually I don't think so because it's just 2%. It depends on your risk, right? Because in my case I am using low leverage, that's why I can do that. But yeah, around 2%. It depends, right? It depends on your time frame. But in my case, I am trading a 1 hour chart and 4 hour chart. So I am looking for again to repeat the same trade. This around here, around $97,000, 95, 96, around 97, around there. But if we see this bounce, it's gonna be the last bounce of this range. There is a big reason. I am not expecting to see a breakdown. Usually in the end of the month, the last week of the month, since, well, actually I don't have any, I cannot remember any moment like in the history of Bitcoin because I've been doing this for a long time, like to see a breakdown, like a massive crash before of the close of the monthly. Usually is after the close. So what I'm expecting is Bitcoin is gonna close around here between 94, 95, 96, around there this month. And after that, in the first week of March is when we can expect actually a major move. But it's very soon, right? Just in a few days. So let me show you the reasons. Well, right now we have an invalidation in one day chart. We don't have a buy signal anymore. We don't have the confirmation as you can see here. This could be fake, but usually when we see this kind of moves like this one, like this, is not testing the seller line even. So the sell pressure is very high. So usually, of course, this is based on my experience. What I see is something like this: the price crashing, making a new low, and eventually we will see a Bollinger variance forming here in one day chart, right? But that means we have to see a new low. Well, if we see this low, potentially it's not gonna be a 90k, it's gonna be even lower. That's why also be careful with this price action because right now volatility is super contracted here in one day chart. So what I'm going to do here is, well, in short term, right? In short term, because I need to be clear, I am in long position looking for a bounce, of course, trading this range because Bitcoin right now, the facts are telling me Bitcoin is in range, right? So I have to trade. I cannot short here. It's very stupid to go short here. What I'm going to do is very simple. I'm going to wait for this long position, this bounce. That is something I'm expecting right now. But in the same, in this bounce, because we have potentially a sell signal forming right now with it is not the best setup right now here, but well, sometimes we cannot get the best signal, right? And the best signal is something like this, right? We see a momentum here to the upside, and after that we can see the sell here. But the thing here is like, this is the last bounce for me. After I see the bounce here, I'm gonna start looking for 4-hour chart sell signals, looking for actually that signal. It could be the breaking point to see finally Bitcoin breaking $94,000, $93,000 range, something like this. Imagine we have this bounce here, and after that finally we have a sell signal here in 4-hour chart. Of course, it's gonna take all the week, maybe next week, and after that I will start looking for shorts. But this time is different. This time I am looking for a breakdown where the target is gonna be. That's why I'm actually now watching every day the markets, because this could be a very good trade. Because if I am correct with my technical analysis, next month we could have something like this. Imagine like maybe Bitcoin is around 96, 97, 95, around there, and maybe something like this, right? Something like this. But the risk and reward is very high. For example, if you are very conservative, it could be around maybe 90K. We're talking about 5%, but I am not looking for this 5%. I am looking for a major crash around 75, something like that. So the risk and reward is actually very good. And this kind of trades is like, I love to trade when I see this kind of opportunities, when actually I'm very happy, because you will see me maybe every day doing a live stream, because I am looking for this move, and I want to do that on real time here. So it's gonna be actually awesome if I can do that here. But well, the thing here is like, in average, Bitcoin likes to stay in sideways around 3-4 months. In average, right? It depends sometimes, but after that, the next move is around 20%. It could be to the downside, it could be to the upside. So in this case, the scenario is to the downside, okay? I don't see another scenario like Bitcoin is gonna just go to the moon, like social media, like X, right? Crypto experts, they are saying. I don't think so. I think the odds are super low right now. And also there is one more thing here I want to show you. In 4-hour chart, let me show you here. We don't have Bollinger variance. We don't have anything. The only thing we have here is just some volume in 4-hour chart. Potentially Bollinger variance forming right now. We don't have Bollinger variance yet. We have Bollinger variance in volume here. So that's why I am not expecting a break right now. I mean, like breakdown today, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be maybe the first week of March. And after that, we have the monthly close, because the monthly close is very clear. Let me show you here. As long as the monthly close is not closing above, in few days, right, above $96,000, is continuation to the downside. So Bitcoin in 2 days, right? It depends on your region, right? Your country. We have to see Bitcoin closing in the following days. In 2 days, here in 3 days in Japan, around $97,000 to be safe. Yeah, we have to see a week above 97. As long as Bitcoin is closing below the monthly close, below 96, around 90, imagine like Bitcoin close around 95K, 90. Well, we could see a week this weekend. So maybe today a bounce, but after that rejection, something like that, right? But the point here is like, we have to see Bitcoin closing about $96,000, 97. If we don't see Bitcoin closing about 97, we can expect continuation to the downside, and of course, a formal, potentially actually sell signal here in monthly. So if we see this, we see the monthly sell signal here with the dots as well, and the cross as well to the downside. Well, technically speaking, the bull market is over. Yeah, I know. I've been saying this for maybe a few months, but well, that is something I see here. For example, technically speaking, every time when you see the red dots after 3-4 months, is when you can expect a massive crash. As you can see here, after 1, 2, 3 months, major crash. Here, in this case, actually was a little bit different here. Because it's actually, honestly, it was quite late, because Bitcoin was testing the ME55 here. But if we see, for example, here in 2017, actually was very good. Now, think about this. The reason why sometimes the volume is not matching with the sell signals here is because I am following actually the momentum here. For example, in this case, the momentum in volume was very good here, was very good here, was very good here. But remember, the ME55 here has been our friend for long time. So that's why this time Bitcoin spent long time here in consolidation here, like looking for this reset, as you can see here, and after finally another bounce. My problem with this sector right now here is actually a Bitcoin. If we see this breakdown, of course, we need to see the confirmation closing below 96. The next, then Q2, actually, I'm looking for 90, 75, 76, around there. More sideways, maybe another 3 months. And by the end of the year, we should be around maybe 40K, even lower actually. But the thing here is like be careful here because all the altcoins will just keep crashing from now on. Actually, it's gonna be even worse. It's just the beginning. I know many people they are new in the markets and say, "Oh well, it's a pullback." No. I mean, I got you because I've been doing this for a long time. But no, it's a cycle, right? Now Bitcoin, if I show you again, right? Because I've been doing this for a long time. Technically speaking, if we use follow elevate theory, we are in the last wave of this bull market. So where the target, of course, it should be around the top of the wave number 3, around 72, between 72 and $75,000 should be the target. Where is the ME55? But be careful here. If we see the ME55 here tested, there is a high probability. We could see a breakdown. If we see this breakdown, the next target is gonna be around 55, 56. If that happen, actually, it's gonna be worse than I was expecting. That is gonna be the problem. I wanna see a bounce here around 75, 70, 74. I wanna see a bounce. Because, well, I want to see an organic move, something like this, right? 75, and after a bounce, and after that, a crash, right? But if we see a massive crash all the way down to 55, this is going to tell me it's going to be even worse, maybe around 25K or something like that. It's going to be the bottom, something like that. Something like this, right? Something like this. When we see something like this, in 2021, Bitcoin November crash, and I said, okay, the target is around the ME55. What happened after that? Bitcoin didn't actually hold the ME55. Actually, it was 25% crash more. So, and after that, I said to you, right, well, we will see a bounce here and continuation. And as you can see here, after that, the major pain was here from the ME55 to the bottom around 64%. So that's why if we see a breakdown like the ME55 broken this time and we see Bitcoin at 50K, of course I'm gonna open long position, right? I'm gonna open long positions and Bitcoin is gonna be in sideways here for maybe a few months again, same as here. But after that is just continuation where we can expect around 60%, something like a crash, around 30K. Right? That is my target in the long term, of course. But there are some signs actually. I can see right now it's getting even better because if we see bi-weekly chart, let me show you here. Bi-weekly chart, we have a better divergence as well here. We are gonna have a sell signal here very soon. And the last time we got this better divergence was in 2022. Let me show you here from 44K all the way down to 17K. And now we have a better variance also again in volume as well. So we have this, the better variance here, and also the volume as well is showing me a better variance from the highs of 70K and also in 100K. So that's why, remember, right now, even social media, now finally I can see some post about they are worried because altcoins they are crashing, but mostly all the posts are calling for the new all-time high. People calling for 500K, $1 million and whatever. I agree with you, but maybe not now. Maybe in the next 5-6 years, potentially yes, but not now. So the thing here is like be careful here. If you are trading like myself, like me right now in short term, be careful here because we are gonna see, of course, I'm looking for a long position here. I'm looking for a long position, looking for this bounce in short term. I have to be very clear with you. short term. So after I see this bounce here, if of course, if I am correct, right, because I set my stop loss around here, 90, $91,092. And if we see this bounce, potentially, of course, this bounce is going to be a short position for me. It's going to be actually an obvious short. Now, let's continue with something else. I want to show you here the 12-hour chart. As you can see here in 12-hour chart, we don't have actually momentum. It's totally destroyed. The volume is actually healthy, at least enough for this weekend. I mean, now, at least this weekend, I think we are quite safe, I think. But yeah, get ready. The first week of March is going to be the week like actually I'm looking for a potential breakdown. I don't want to miss it, I'm gonna start looking the chart almost every day because I want to see. Now, one thing here, I could enter just in short here, right? But I don't want it because I'm gonna break one of my rules. I don't short supports. This is today. Today is a support, okay? So I cannot short supports. If you are willing to do that, if you want to do that, you must be ready for these kind of scenarios, right? A bounce here, and potentially, eventually, you will get wrecked. So that's why it's better always follow this rule, like never short supports, never long resistance. Okay. Right now, here, for example, how many times you are a breakout trader looking for a breakout? For example, here, Bitcoin closed this candle here in one chart, and I said, okay, looks like Bitcoin is breaking out right now. If that is real, we will see around 102, 104. But I saw in the short term, because I got a question, why I opened shorts in the last bounce here. The reason was simple, because we are trading, Bitcoin is in sideways. So the strategy is a little bit different. Plus, we have multiple better variants as well in 1 hour chart. So at this one, it was more obvious here. That's why I decided to open a short position here. Here, plus resistance, right? So what I did is just I opened a short position here, and I just went to sleep. And well, when I wake up, well, it was working, but I got to stop it 2 times here. I opened a short position here, and I got to stop it here. And also I tried to open a short position around here as well, and I got to stop it as well. So 2 times. My personal rule is if I get to stop it more than 2 times, 1 more time, and that's all. After that, I will just wait for another signal. Because if I don't do that, if I don't set that kind of rules, I will just start over trading, and I will just burn my account, right? Because I will just open, close, and that is not good. So that's why maximum always I get to stop it 2 times. If I fail, I allow to myself to lose 2 times, and after that, if I lose maybe 1 more time, if I actually is very good, but no more than that. Okay. So let me show you here the 2-day chart here. The 2-day chart here right now, we have the sell signal in volume as well. S&P 55 here. You can say, okay, well, the time is very good. We potentially could see a buy signal here into the chart, but with this volume, I think it's not very smart to open long positions and hold. I don't think so, because right now looks like it's gonna be rejection. So get ready next week in March. I think March is gonna be awesome. I think March is gonna be totally red, to be honest. Yeah. So through the chart, as you can see here, looks like also is gonna test around the MI55, around $88,000, crossing the seller line. There is no sign, at least not today, like it's gonna be a bounce here around or support. I don't think so. Remember, the seller line is support in volume. So not always, right? Because of course it's based on the probabilities, but most of the time, when you see the seller line crossing in any time frame, well, if you see the price bouncing, that is telling you it could be a bull trap in this case. So right now, Bitcoin is, we don't have any signals like a potential support here. So of course, eventually next week, I think we will see around 89, 90K. And finally there, potentially a beautiful breakdown. And with that breakdown, well, officially for me is the bear market started. Actually, for me, already started a few months ago. That's why I am actually shorting, and yeah, I am just looking for the major moves. Um, but well, let's continue with the altcoin market. So the altcoins, and one altcoin actually I want to show you is very interesting is Solana. Solana is doing something very interesting here because from $300, technically 300, all the way down to 150. And if you're thinking this is very bad, this is just the beginning. Actually, I am looking for Solana to. Someone asked me like, "Hey, what is your target in the bear market for Solana?" I'm still thinking between 40 and $30. Yeah, I think this is just the beginning. We have too many rug pulls. We have too many scammers out there. So I think we need to, clean the house, right? So that is going to happen in the fall this year and maybe next year. So I think this bear market is going to be even worse than before. Yeah, I think it's going to be the first real bear market we will have, because if I am correct, of course, we can talk about it maybe later, maybe in a few months. But there is a very high probability finally Bitcoin could break the ME55 in monthly. If that happens, well, it's gonna be the hell for altcoins. All of them they will be destroyed. But of course, step by step. Okay, step by step. Right now, technically speaking, Solana, for example, is testing ME55. It's not broken here. It's not broken, not yet. But the momentum is to the downside. Something we were expecting, right? Something actually I was expecting long time ago. And as you can see here, the monthly close is gonna be amazing. If we see the monthly close below 200, 192, we can expect a test to 123. Eventually, if we see Solana breaking 120, the next target in the monthly is gonna be around 45. So get ready because big times. Actually, a very good time for investors and bearish people. For me, I am considered myself as investor, so I'm very happy because finally I'm gonna have the chance to buy everything very cheap this year. So it's gonna be awesome. So now let's continue with Ethereum. Ethereum, people they are so bullish for some reason, right? Super bullish. Ethereum tested the ME55 around 2100, is bouncing here, but as long as it's below 3300, I am not bullish here. This is just a normal reaction because of course it's support, but as long as it's below 3200, I am not bullish here in the monthly. Now let's talk about the weekly chart. Weekly chart for me is more, it's bouncing here. Yeah, you can say, oh yeah, it's bouncing here, but if I show you here, oh sorry, what Ethereum must do right now is holding this area between $2,000, 300 and 3,000, almost 3,000 for maybe 3 months. Okay, 3 months. Actually, the odds are very low because Bitcoin is the king, and if Bitcoin breaks 90k, game over for Ethereum. So imagine, well, what could be the next target for Ethereum if Bitcoin breaks 90k? If Bitcoin breaks 90k, the target or the first obvious target for Ethereum is gonna be around $1,000, 600, 700. But actually, the area I will start looking for a potential buy, right, is around $1,000, 200. I know it's crazy, right? Maybe, oh my God, really? Yeah. But if you don't believe this kind of things, it's fine, no problem. You can check the history and you can see in average how the percent, right? Like the crash around 95, 97%, all the altcoins will crash in the bear market. So that's why for me it's very normal, right? Actually, I'm very happy because I want to buy again, right? Also, for example, Cardano, the same thing in the monthly. As long as it's below 95.95 cents, I am not bullish here. But actually, Cardano is doing much better than Ethereum and other altcoins because it's very clear, like in the long term, right? In the monthly, Cardano is making lower highs, as you can see here. So if we see another high, another low here, as long as it's above this area, it's totally fine. It's just accumulation in the long term. Volume actually monthly is actually quite good. Actually, I like it, but let me show you here the weekly chart. Weekly chart is holding the ME55 actually is good. Eventually, if Bitcoin breaks, I'm looking for around 0.40 cents. As long as it's about 0.40 cents, Cardano should be fine. But if we see this level broken, I mean, The worst scenario for Cardano is testing around 0.10 cents. Okay, in the bear market. In the bear market, I'm talking about the bear market. Okay, like everything crashed, Bitcoin at 75K, and the hell, right? The hell is coming here. So 0.10 cents, the lows of 2021, for me actually should be the next area. So, but right now, Cardano Cardano is holding this area around 0.30 cents, 0.40 cents in the monthly basis, it should be fine. Now let's continue with more. Let's continue with more. Link, for example, here is gonna around $10. That's my target. And as you can see here, well, Bitcoin dominance, USD dominance is bullish, and I said before, and I said it again, and we keep saying the same thing all the year. This is like this. This is accumulation, and it's like this. USD dominance fire a buy signal here, right? So there is no way I will be bullish on Bitcoin. No, this is like this. After I saw the monthly buy signal here, for me the bear market started. I know it's crazy, but yeah, that's the point here. This accumulation here, volume is actually very good. You will see the buy signal here very soon. And technically speaking, every time when we have, and also we have the monthly buy signal here, double bottom here, I am very bullish here. So what is this is telling me? Well, because this is a contrarian indicator, right, of Bitcoin, this is telling me many people will start selling altcoins and Bitcoin taking profits, okay? So let's continue. Let me show you here the weekly chart for Bitcoin, for USD dominance, sorry. It's looking very good, around 5% is resistance, but with the help of monthly buy signal, I am looking for around 6%, 7%. Of course, by the end of the bull market, the bear market, maybe by the end of the year, maybe next year, 8%, that is the area actually, or maybe new high, maybe at around 10%, something like that in some point in 2026, around here. That is the area I will start looking for in the long term. So you must be happy because, well, we are gonna have a very good chance to buy altcoins and Bitcoin again in a big discount. Okay, big discount, 70%, 80%. I was looking for this since 2021. 2021, right, was the last time. Now again is coming the opportunity, huge opportunity for all the investors out there. Actually, I'm very happy. I'm very happy to see this. Now let's continue. Let's continue with some questions. Let me see. Okay, Bebo, welcome. AMD, okay, stock, high time frame, one weekly or monthly, okay. Okay, XRP, okay. Let me just check first some altcoins, and after that I'm gonna move to the stock market, okay. Altcoins here, I'm gonna check dot, okay, perfect. Dot, let me see here. Dot is testing the lows here. New lows here. My concern with Dot is like Bitcoin is actually at 94K. Since 2022, the bull market started in 2022, right? In 2022 here. And Dot, instead of pumping like many other altcoins, is just in sideways and almost technically dead. So, technically speaking, I can tell you right now, it's testing support, right? Yes, correct. But remember this, when you want to trade altcoins, you need to understand Bitcoin first. So if the performance of DOT is actually terrible in a bull market, what you can expect in a bear market? So be careful here because you are going to buy here. Makes sense for me technically speaking, but if Bitcoin crashes to 75K or that kind of things, right? Bitcoin actually crash very hard. You can expect new lows. I mean, DOT breaking this support, maybe new lows. So that's why be careful here. Please be careful here. In my humble opinion, right? In my humble opinion, is not the time to buy altcoins. In my humble opinion, right? Of course, it is not financial advice, but I am not looking for like to buy altcoins. Of course not. You're holding here. It depends, right? And for you're holding here maybe around $4. Your plan is holding DOT for maybe a couple years, or you must be ready to keep buying like everything when it's crashing, right? You believe in the project. I don't know the reasons, but well, technically speaking, is there. the timing to buy right now, I think is very bad. Yeah, for me. Now let's continue with XRP. XRP in weekly chart is in sideways as expected. Here we have a fresh sell signal here, looking for $2. As I said many times, as long as XRP is about $2, everything should be fine. The odds are very low. I don't see XRP holding $2 anymore because Bitcoin is the king, right? And if I am expecting if I am expecting Bitcoin to break 90K, I cannot be bullish in altcoins. Okay. So that's why careful here. If you see $2, actually, no financial advice, but remember I said to you, like, always I am just trading Bitcoin, but sometimes actually when I see very huge opportunities in altcoins, sometimes I trade altcoins futures. So what I'm thinking to do with XRP, actually I'm thinking to open a short position. No financial advice, right? It's risky. Remember, volatility in altcoins is very, very high. Don't do that, please, because you could get wrecked, right? In my case, I will just do it with very low leverage. But we have a sell signal, fresh sell signal here, looking for $2. And with the help of Bitcoin next week, potentially, if we see $2 broken, oh my God, it's gonna be awesome because it's gonna crash all the way down to 0.50, 0.60, and well, the risk and reward is actually amazing, right? It's gonna be awesome. But as I said before, I will do that with very low leverage, very low, because I don't want to get wrecked. Remember, altcoins, they are between 3 and 5x more volatile than Bitcoin, right? So that's why be careful. Be careful if you want to trade altcoins. Okay, now let's continue with Litecoin. Okay, Litecoin. Wow, Litecoin. Okay, long time. Let me see. Litecoin. Let me see. Okay, so Litecoin in weekly chart, we have a sell signal here. As you can see here, yes, we have a sell signal. It's testing resistance in the higher time frame, as you can see here. So looking for around 95, 90. But as I said before, same as DOT, Litecoin actually is just in sideways, right? So in the long term, we can expect around 65, 60 bucks around here in the long term, right? You are trading just sideways. So technically speaking, right now, the time to sell Litecoin is here. Actually, it's a very good timing right now because it's resistance. And in the long term, looking for a 70, 66, right? Because this is a range, okay? Okay, now let's continue. Let's continue with more. Okay, I think that's all for altcoins. One more thing I want to show you about altcoins and Bitcoin after I move to a stock. I'm gonna move to the stock market. Is first of all here. Okay, Bitcoin is bouncing here because I am in long position right now. $4,000 200. That is my entry. Yes, here. This is my entry. Let's see if I want to see Bitcoin around 95K, and I'm gonna protect my entry. And after that, I'm gonna check again if I hold maybe this position for maybe a few days, looking for 96, 97. And of course, as I said before, I will start looking for the next signal in 4-hour chart because I am not gonna long anymore Bitcoin, at least for a while, in the higher time frames. Yep, this could be fake. That's why I cannot break my rules, right? I can't. Is looking bad? Yes, but the reality is this is support. I cannot short support. I cannot do that. Yeah. Sorry. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I am not a breakout trader because for me, it's the worst way of trading. Like when you want to trade a breakout, you are gonna get wrecked very often, very, very often. That's why I don't do that. Okay, now let's continue. The next one is the Bitcoin dominance. And finally, one chart I found on X about Bitcoin because it's very concerning for me. And naturally, let's go to the stock market. As you can see here, buy signal in one the chart, the alt season is not here and it's not gonna be here for a long time. There are I don't follow fundamentals, right? But one of the things actually makes sense for me now is very easy to release a new token. Every second you will see many meme coins, and actually that thing it hurts a lot the market. It's hurting a lot the market. Before, like 2017, 2018, it was very difficult to release a token. Now it's very easy; anyone can do that. And of course, because of that, we have too many, and well, we have very smart people buying shit, right? So, well, that's the reason we don't have all season. I think. Well, if we follow fundamentals, right now, Bitcoin dominance is like this, right? It's just to the upside. There is no other direction. Looking for another test to maybe 64. And also in weekly chart, let me show you here, is very healthy, very healthy. There is momentum is to the upside. Volume is actually still there. This is no reaction. This is no reaction. Actually, is looking good. And the monthly here is looking very nice. Is looking very nice. In some point, we will see a better divergence. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, something like this. But maybe in some point, maybe by the end of the year, November, December, potentially there, looking for around 70%. 70%. Remember, this technical analysis is not new. Actually, a long time ago, right? Long time ago in 2022, I said I am looking for a 50%, but honestly, I was looking for 70%. Right now, we are here. Every time when the Bitcoin dominance is dropping a little bit, you will see many posts on Twitter, on X, saying, well, the bull market or the alt season is here. And I still don't understand why they have like 100, 200k followers. I don't know. But I have mixed feelings, like it's very good because I can see people are very, sorry for saying this, but they are not, they have simple mind. Okay. It's very good for me because I can actually short, I can do that, and I can make money, right? I can make profits because suddenly if I see they are very smart, it's gonna be harder for us. But sometimes also I feel a little bit like sad because it's, oh my god, many people will lose money, but it's fine. This is a business, that's why I don't think too much about it. Well, at least not like before. Now let me show you the next thing I found on X. Let me show you here. This chart is from this guy. This guy is actually very famous, has like 100k followers, and he said, well, the halving, and after the halving to the moon, right to the moon. Around according to him, we are in the middle of the halving, 273 days, and of course, because Bitcoin is following this pattern, we are in the middle, so we can expect a lot of, like Bitcoin will hit 200k, whatever, right? His target is around 140k. Another thing I said is incorrect. And there is a reason. Let me tell you why. That's why I want to explain this. You check this chart. The first halving was in 2012, right? Around here in November. And after that, Bitcoin bounced, right? All the way up to around $1,000. And after that, the second halving was in July 2016. And as you can see here, it's looking very small, right? But as you can see, pay attention of this pattern. Here, when we saw the halving here, Bitcoin was below the previous high, around maybe 50%, 60%, something like that. And after that, we got the halving, another new ATA, another very strong bull market, right? And then next halving was in 2020, around 4K. But from the previous high was around 50%, right? Around 20K. Yeah. The previous high is like 40, 45, 45%, 50% less than the previous high. Now, this high, Bitcoin actually made a new high. And when the next halving in April last year, Bitcoin was even higher than the previous high. You see? Something is not matching here, right? The reason why Bitcoin it was pumping very hard is because it was very far away from the previous high, around 45, 50%, right? Around there. But in 2024, Bitcoin did something we don't have data, something new. And I said a long time ago, Bitcoin in the halving in April 2024 was at the same price or even higher than the high in 2021. When I saw this, it's like, okay, something is wrong. Something is actually not, it doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. No, it's not frozen, my friend. It's just a chart. It's a screenshot here I am showing you on X. That's why it's looking like this, okay? I am not using TradingView right now, but I'm gonna move to TradingView right now. I'm gonna show you. I want to show you this post because this guy has many followers, and for me, this kind of technical analysis is very dangerous because all the guys here they will get wrecked. So let me show you here the chart here. Okay, I think now you can see it. So Bitcoin here, let me show you here the BLX. And BLX, if we see halving was, and the last halving was in 2024 in April, right? April, May, April here. This was the halving in 2024. The previous halving was in 2020, May 20. May 20 here. May 20 here. And the last before of that in 2016 was in July 2016, July here. Okay, so you pay attention from this high, this candle to the previous high is around 91%, right? So when we got the halving, Bitcoin was down, of course, we compare with the previous high around 91%, and here was around 150%, and here even was higher than the previous high. Mm-hmm. So that's why, of course, in my opinion, right, this technical analysis, like, okay, we have around 250 days of a bull market is wrong because Bitcoin actually did something different this time. Yeah, Bitcoin actually closed above the previous high before of the halving. So that's why when I saw this, okay, something is gonna happen, something different, but the pattern is broken right now. So we cannot expect the same thing Bitcoin is gonna do the same thing or similar things because actually now the pattern is broken. That's the reason. Okay, so that's why I when I saw this price action, I said okay. And also plus with elevate theory, right? Even in monthly chart, you can see it very easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even the monthly is very obvious. This wave. We can expect actually well, a major drop crash actually. So okay, now let's continue with well, let me check just 1 hour chart here because I am trading right now. I am trading right now, so that's why I need to be careful with this. Let me see here. No, I'm still looking for a bounce. Yes. Well, never mind, because even if Bitcoin, my stop, my entry is like this. I am 94,200. My stop loss is around 92. I am willing to lose around 1.5%, around 2% maximum, and that's all. But the risk and reward if Bitcoin is in sideways 95, 96 is around 1.70, and I don't see Bitcoin at 97 anymore. Honestly, I don't think so. I think that is not going to happen. It would be nice, but I don't think so. I think maximum 96, 500. It should be the maximum target, and after that, potentially we'll take US profits there. Yeah, I think so. I am not planning to hold my position for a long time this time. Just maybe this area of resistance. Let me show you here. Let me show you around here. This is the price action in the short term, where the resistance is here around 97, 98, and in the middle is around 96, 500, 96. So that is my trade. This is the target around here, 96, around there. Okay, in the short term. Okay, so now let's continue with the stock market. Let's see what is happening right now. Okay, so let's go here with the stock market. Well, I want to show you something very interesting here. Well, I'm very, very, very proud about this. Very happy because Baba is actually pumping so hard. Very, very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As you can see here, I am actually I make almost I open a long position. Well, I bought here in the spot 74. Right now I am up 77%. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Of course, I am not planning. I don't have any plans to close my position. No, actually not. I am looking for 200. Maybe when I see 200, I will just close maybe half of my position. But overall, I am looking for this area to be tested in as resistance. Let's see if I am right with this. Now let's continue with okay, let's check. Let's see this one, MD. Okay, good. Oh wow. Okay, now I got it. What you asked me. Okay, but well, you have a good eye, I think. Yeah, yeah. It's actually very good. Of course, not now. Not now. In my case, I will just wait a little bit more, a little bit, maybe a couple months. But yeah, you are correct about something. Potentially, if AMD is holding this area, this is the area to buy. This is the area to start looking for a buy to buy here around 100 100 100 110 should be the area to buy. Yeah. But I think it's too soon. I think maybe one more month or 2 months. But let me see weekly chart. Weekly chart is finding a buy signal. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so in that case, from 110 to 90, that is my area to buy, the area to buy. Yeah, but yeah, as long as 90 is $90 is holding, between 110 to 90 is holding, I will be bullish here. I will bullish here. Yeah, yeah, actually, very good chart. I like it. I like it. The trend is your friend, and the trend is to the upside. Let me see higher time frames because I am very curious. I am very curious about this thing. 3 month chart. Just be careful here. Be careful here because in the long time, in the 3 month chart, some point this year, I am looking for 64. So that's why it's better just waiting. At least for me, waiting a little bit more. Yeah. I need to see confirmation here. I need to see actually monthly here. Here, this area is support because what I saw in 3 month chart, there is a probability like we could see maybe this low tested in the higher, in some point this year. So that's why be careful here. Okay. Okay, now let's continue with Nike. Nike, awesome, very nice buy. I am very bullish here. Remember, I am a financial advisor, but I am very bullish in Nike here. Beautiful. I really love this. When I see bullish aberrations in the monthly, oh my god, I really love it because now you saw what happened with Baba, right? So this is like this. This is to the upside. This is to the upside. There is no other direction, right? The only problem with the stock market is you will have to wait a lot of time. That's why for me, just I buy in a spot, and my investments are not very strong in the stock market because I prefer volatility, right? In the same period of time, Bitcoin can give me even more, right, than the stock market. But well, I need to diversify, right? So that's why I bought Nike as well. And also I bought Unity. And I bought at 20, nice at 27, with bullets or brains again in the monthly. Looking for in the long term, right? Around 100. Maybe I'm very greedy. Who knows, right? But let's see. Let's see. Okay, now let's continue. Let's continue with, okay, TLT. 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 Okay. So let's see. TLT. Okay, okay, interesting. It's testing the lows actually, the support right now. I cannot be bearish here. This is not, no, oh my god, this is actually support. Okay. Of course, we don't have bullets or bunnies. We have nothing in monthly, but volume actually is increasing a lot. volatility is increasing. So in the long term, I'm looking for 108. 108. I'm looking for a bounce. Of course, it's gonna take time, right? It's gonna take time, but I'm looking for a bounce around 107, 110, around there. Okay. So careful here. You are bearish here. No, actually no. Incorrect. It's to the upside. Here is actually I'm bullish here. I am very bullish here. Yeah, I am very bullish. Let me see weekly chart. Weekly chart buy signal here. Yeah, 95. Breaking 95. You can expect around 110. Yeah. Okay. Now let's continue. Let's continue with more. Let's see. We have Netflix. We have the pullback here. Remember, if you see Netflix testing the ME55, it's just a buy opportunity, okay? That's all. It's the only thing I can say. Nvidia, as you can see here, ME55 tested in a weekly chart. Well, a bounce. Well, very nice, right? So let's talk about, for example, Nokia. Someone asked me about Nokia again. I don't know why, but this is resistance. For me, at least for me, this is a time to sell, not to buy. Here is resistance, so for me, it's time to take in profit. Start taking profits. Okay, gold pullback, looking for the ME55 around 170. Let's see here. Yep, yeah, we can expect a bounce there. Just the trend is your friend, and the trend is to the upside, still to the upside, and it's gonna be to the upside for a long time. Okay, so let's see the. I think that's all. I think that's all. Let me see here for Bitcoin. I want to see what is doing Bitcoin. Bitcoin is holding 94. Um, I think we have to be careful here. Remember, if you are in long position right now here, protect your entry, please, because this time, as I said before, I am not looking for a breakdown this week because usually, right, in the monthly, Bitcoin is in sideways. I cannot remember right now a moment where I saw a crash before the close. I cannot remember. After the close, yes. Yes. So that is something I'm expecting. So right now, at least this week, the rest of the week, I'm looking for a bounce, but that bounce is gonna be, there is a very high probability to see Bitcoin finally breaking 90K. And the next target is gonna be around 75K. And honestly, I don't want to miss it because it's gonna be awesome. Imagine shorting the top in the macro scale and just waiting for actually, it's gonna be awesome. I really like bear markets and also bull markets as well, but I prefer bear markets because in the bear market is when I can test myself, my skills, you know. I really like it. Okay, guys, I think that's all. Let me see if I have another request. I think that's all. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and I will be on Discord. Okay. If you have any questions, just let me know. Right. Well, that's all. Thank you.